It is day 20 and I'm Amanda, and today you guys are following me back on my trip across the United States. We started in Iowa yesterday, we're in Chicago today, which isn't actually the 20th, it's the 18th. So we have a little bit of time in Chicago. We're going to enjoy the city a bit. First thing this morning, we had brunch at Gage, right on Michigan Ave, and now we're going to explore Millennium Park. It's an exciting day because it is World Cup Finals Day, so there's a little bit of that that we saw during breakfast, but right now it's extra time, tied up 3-3, and I don't know how it's going to end, so we'll know later. There we are. All right, we're at the Bean in Millennium Park in Chicago, and the sun is super bright in my eyes. But you can see us reflected in the back. Woohoo! Okay, so now that we're back on the road, we're going to give you a 60-second review of the Joffrey Ballet in Chicago's performance of the Nutcracker, which Beth and I both agreed was awesome and totally surprising. Yeah, and I told her she had to be in it too because otherwise she was going to comment from the back seat, so she might as well be in it to begin with. So let's see. The totally awesome part was the dancers were spectacular and the orchestra was good. But let's see, my favorite dancers were the Arabian dancer in the second act, and the Sugar Plum Fairy, who also did the pas de deux at the end, which isn't like my favorite part, and I think it might be my favorite part because it has a magnificent, it's like a huge cello solo, so that might be why I'm partial.
Like she was touching ground.
Yeah, she was really, really good. Let's see. So I didn't read any reviews or anything of this production before we went, and I expected traditional Nutcracker, and it was not. It was not. It was so cool. So they reset it to the setting of like
1890 something for the World Expo in Chicago.
Right. So sorry, we're back on the road across America, yes, it was set. It was like an American production. It was not in a like grand lavish household. It was like the backdrop was their building for the World's Fair in Chicago, so super appropriate for the Joffrey to be dancing that setting. And also what I thought was really cool is like having the World's Fair setting where, you know, like there were exhibitions for different countries around the world.
They had like the different pavilions idea.
Right. It made so much sense to have the different dances from around the world at the World's Fair. So that was super cool. What was your favorite part?
Not put me on the spot. Well, I really liked the Arabian dance, but I also really liked the snowflakes.
Oh yeah.
Those were cool.
And they had guys dancing the snowflakes,
It was
which is
awesome.
also not normal. I mean, there were like couple dances in the snowflake. It was really good.
Not dudes holding women.
Yes. And there were dancing walnuts involved.
Instead of the clouds.
Yeah. There were dancing walnuts. All right, that's our 60-second review. Actually, which ended up being almost 3-minute review, but same thing. It's getting dark. We're back on the road to New Jersey.
Keep left onto I-90.
Bye.
I will follow you to virtue, although it hurts me so. Lay to rest this mountain beauty. Let the Lord's gone home and I can see her up in glory. I can see her through the pines.
All right. Well, what turned out happening was the driver decided he'd rather drive all night long, so there's no more video from the rest of our trip. We arrived at 5 in the morning today on Vlogmas day 19 and slept a lot of the day. This afternoon, still road trip recovering, we watched White Christmas, and I started the second of my mom's towels with the toppers. So I'll show these off. We are actually doing Chronicles of Yarnia recording tomorrow. So those finished will be on Chronicles of Yarnia, and then I'll send them off to my mom in the mail tomorrow. And you'll also see progress on my Christmas sweater, which sneak peek, only the front is done. So I think this might be a New Year's sweater. And yeah, the other 3 productive hours of my day today were spent going to urgent care to get some a Z-Pack for this cough, which I'm sure some of you have been concerned about for the last few weeks. But don't worry, everything will be resolved thanks to modern medicine. And I think with that, I'm gonna have a hot toddy and go to bed. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time.